Okay, have you ever chased a goal that was so big, so out there, that the silence from everyone around you was just deafening? Yeah. If you've ever been on that lonely road, then this one is for you. We're going to dive into the architecture of what it really takes to succeed when it feels like no one is watching. It almost always starts with this simple, quiet phrase. It's not a shout, it's not some big confrontation. It's more like a whisper you hear again and again from the people around you. And just like that, a tiny seed of doubt gets planted by the outside world. And that right there, that's the first major hurdle you're going to face on any meaningful journey. We can call it the wall of doubt. So let's actually break down what this skepticism looks and feels like, because I guarantee you, it's probably not what you're expecting. Okay, so here's the thing that's so wild about this. The doubt that really gets under your skin, it's not the loud, angry opposition. Not at all. It's subtle. It's that quiet, almost passive skepticism you get from friends or family or even coworkers. You know that look? That hesitant pause? That lack of enthusiasm? It's just enough to make you stand in front of the mirror and start questioning your own vision, to start doubting your own reflection. And this slide just nails the hidden meaning behind it all. On the left, you've got what they say, oh, just be realistic. But on the right, that's what they actually mean. Please don't try the thing that scares us. See, they're not giving you some wise advice. No, they're just projecting their own fears right onto you. The real message is, hey, your ambition is reminding us of all the risks we were too scared to take, so stop. All right, so let's say you manage to push past that initial wall of doubt. You're through it. Well, that's when you enter the next phase, the slow, lonely road. And honestly, this is where so many people just give up. Why? Because they mistake how hard it feels for a sign that they've made a huge mistake, that they're on the completely wrong path. And hey, if you're new to this, if this is your first time really trying to forge your own path, you need to hear this. Seriously, listen closely, because this next part is maybe the most important thing you're going to hear. That's right. It is supposed to feel lonely. I mean, think about it. When you're doing something brand new, something nobody in your circle has ever tried before, well, there's no map, right? There's no crowd cheering for you because you haven't even gotten to the finish line yet. That feeling of isolation, it's not a red flag telling you to stop. It's a landmark. It's proof that you're actually in uncharted territory. And the progress? Oh, it's supposed to feel incredibly slow, like glacial slow. Building anything worthwhile, a business, a new skill, heck, a new version of yourself, it just takes time. The foundation gets laid one brick at a time in all those quiet, unseen hours. So slow doesn't mean you're stalled. It means you're building something strong, something that's actually built to last. So, okay, this brings us to a really big question, right? If the loneliness and the slow pace and this just overwhelming silence doesn't mean you're failing, then what does it mean? What is actually happening in all that quiet? This is where we have to make a pretty radical shift in our mindset. It's all about learning how to hear the sound of progress when it's just a whisper. It's about totally redefining what silence and success actually are. So the most crucial point is this: silence is not defeat. It's like the slide says, it's the space where progress whispers long before it ever makes a noise. I love that. Think of it like an incubator. It's the place where the real work gets done, where your skills are sharpened, and where momentum is quietly building way before it ever shouts its arrival to the rest of the world. So the game plan becomes incredibly simple. But simple doesn't mean easy. Step 1, you just have to keep going. And step 2, you have to keep going especially when nothing is clapping. When there's no applause, no validation, no outside sign that any of this is working. That right there, that is the ultimate test of how much you believe in your own vision. And if you can pass that test, if you can just keep working through all that silence, you will eventually arrive at the final. And let's be honest, the most ironic part of this whole journey, the moment it works. Just look at this timeline. It perfectly captures how other people see your journey. At the start, it's active doubt. That's never going to work. Then you enter this long period of just silence. The world basically forgets you're even trying. And then, when you finally succeed, the whole story gets rewritten. All of a sudden, every single one of those lonely, silent hours of work just gets erased and replaced with one simple word: luck. But here's the thing. When you hear them call it luck, you're not going to feel angry or resentful.
You'd think you would, but you won't. Because in that exact moment, when they completely misunderstand everything you went through, you're going to experience the only validation that ever really mattered. You'll know. You'll know that every quiet hour, every lonely decision, every single moment you push forward without any applause, it all led to this. It worked. And you're the only one who needs to know the real story. So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. In your own journey right now, in the quiet of your own efforts, what small, almost inaudible whisper